What the hell was that? Welcome to Mario Galaxy Part 12, ladies and gentlemen.
We're ending this. Well, okay. On our side, we're ending this playthrough with probably the least climactic level in the entire game.
Baron Burr, the boss who doesn't even deserve to be the status of boss.
I like Freeze Flame Galaxy. It's a decent fire level. It's also a decent ice level. I just wish it did more with the fire and ice gimmick together.
It's a cool level. I like it a lot. No pun intended.
Hellfire Peaks.
It technically wasn't the first, Ted.
I don't care if there are other games that did it. At this point, everything is unoriginal.
Being kind of honest, I've actually never played Banjo-Kazooie. Or Banjo-Tooie.
Banjo-Tooie is like one of my favorite games ever.
And it took you how long to upload it?
So hey, look at that penguin there.
I'm just going to stay quiet on this subject.
Well, I kind of have like a really... Okay. Have any of you guys ever watched JonTron?
Yeah, I watched...
Some, yeah.
Yeah, I've watched JonTron.
Okay.
I watch... Not Game Grumps mostly, though.
Yeah, I don't care for Game Grumps either. I'm kind of glad JonTron's going back to doing his show, because I like that a lot better. But anyway, you know how he made like those top overworlds, and like he was saying like Banjo-Kazooie?
That list was awful! That list was... He put Hyrule Field on that list, and that's the most empty thing in the entire fucking universe.
No, it's not. Sonic 06 trumps that.
Yeah, definitely. Because at least in Hyrule Field, you have a map that easily tells you where stuff is. Sonic 06, the map's all zoomed in and everything looks the same. But on that list, I remember that he put Banjo-Kazooie's Spiral Mountain / Grundy's Lair at #1. And I've heard like a lot of like game design classes cite that as being like, you know, one of the most brilliantly designed overworlds and stuff like that. You know, just saying that the fact that you have text tutorials being completely optional. If you're having trouble, you can go talk to the molehills, and just the way that they use the camera to like show you where to go and stuff like that, that it's like really brilliantly designed. When I watched that, I felt like such a moron, because when I was a kid and I played Banjo-Kazooie, I ran around Spiral Mountain for over 2 hours, had no idea what the heck to do, ran around lost for about 2 hours, and then I just got frustrated, put the game away, and never played it again.
Spiral Mountain is... It's an okay tutorial level, but I don't think it's like the best hub world ever. Actually, I think that Banjo-Tooie's hub world is far more interesting and varied and structurally sounder than the Kazooie.
Your experience with Banjo-Tooie sounds very similar to how my first experience was with Majora's Mask. So, if history tells us anything, I think you should probably go out of your way and try it again. It may end up being something you're greatly missing.
I'm glad Majora's Mask has been getting a lot more love in like recent years. I think it just took people a while to totally get it. Like it's not a game.
No, I've figured it out. Everybody hates every Zelda game until the next Zelda game comes out.
Exactly. I've been saying that for a long time.
Until Wind Waker, everyone hated Wind Waker until Twilight Princess, and everyone hated Twilight Princess until Skyward Sword. So Ryan, you're gonna think Skyward Sword's the best Zelda game ever once that new HD Zelda game.
No, Skyward Sword still sucks regardless.
Ryan's still pretty apathetic about Twilight Princess last I checked.
yeah, but now it's not as bad compared to Skyward Sword.
I never hated Twilight Princess. I just felt like it didn't do enough to distinguish itself from Ocarina of Time, or it was just trying too hard to be Ocarina of Time.
This is a really odd one-off thing.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that when Wind Waker came out, everyone's like, God, this sucks because it's too different from Ocarina of Time. Then they make a game that's similar to Ocarina of Time. They're like, now this sucks because it's too similar to Ocarina of Time.
There was a 4chan post.
Yeah, I was just about to reference
I
that.
think Zelda gets there, so I make Wind Waker. You hate Wind Waker and think it for babies.
So I make a Twilight to the princess.
Oh, but no!
I died laughing when I found that image.
That was perfect.
Which is weird, because I knew plenty of people who liked Wind Waker when it came out.
Yeah, I liked Wind Waker when it came out. In fact, I wasn't even a big Zelda fan for most of my childhood, and because I tried Ocarina of Time, and I was like that one weird like 8-year-old who's like, this is boring. But I played Wind Waker when it came out, and I really, really liked it, despite the fact that I hadn't liked other Zelda games that I tried when I was younger. I guess it just wasn't my thing when I was like 8 or 9 years old.
I mean, Wind Waker has some problems.
And everyone I knew was like, God, Wind Waker, that's horrible. They're ruining Zelda. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is the one I actually like.
Yeah, I mean, I had some problems with Wind Waker, but it was still overall a really good game, and I had no problems with
I'm
it.
I'm very much looking forward to the HD remake. So
It's not perfect. The sailing does take too long. I concede that. The dungeon design's not as good as Majora's Mask, but the music's really good. There's a lot to explore in that game, and it's just there's a lot of content to it.
Talking of the game we're actually watching, I love this part.
Oh yes, Duck Walk. If he gets a victory by
Great way to
Duck
start
Walk,
out a race.
great way to start out a race by Duck Walk.
I don't understand the whole boosting thing. You have to hold down Z. I think you have to hold down up as well for like a few seconds, and then you have to hit the A button the moment the start screen appears.
It's basically like doing a long jump in place.
Yeah.
But the animation's not a long jump. He just like starts glowing yellow and is like woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
I don't remember how I figured that out though, because I definitely didn't find that out on my own.
I never needed it.
I didn't know that existed until you all just mentioned it right now.
I discovered it as Luigi.
Ah.
I would never hold down like Z and up and then press A right at that moment.
Well, if you accidentally press Z, Mario does go into a different stance. So
Yeah, he
it's not
does.
Totally hidden.
Yeah, but nothing really compels you to do that.
Well, I first discovered that you could crouch just because I accidentally pressed the button, just, by chance.
What, in Mario 64 or something?
No, in this, it's just I accidentally pressed the button during the countdown and he crouched and I'm like, holy shit, what the hell is that?
Oh, that.
What is that? What is that called? It's called crouching time.
Well, no, when you crouch during the 3, 2, 1, go, he goes from his normal stance to like a runner position.
Yeah, he gets into a stance and start running.
Fantastic, it's time for the fire level part of the fire ice level.
Bum 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 bum.
No, it's playing the underground theme.
Oh.
Am I the only one that doesn't really like the underground theme?
I think you actually said this at the same point.
I think, well, that'd be really fucking hilarious if it was. But, I don't know, they've been, like the original 8-bit composition, I couldn't care really about, only because I've heard it for so long in my life. But, like, remixes, I generally...
I like the Mario Sunshine version.
I like, the Brawl version.
It has a good tune to it. Good. It's just,
Like, it could be really good when remixes add more to it. That's why I like the Brawl remix so much.
Yeah, it's a good background beat, but like as its own melody, it's just eh.
Well, it's very simple.
Oh, sorry, I gotta turn the vibration off. There you go.
Well, at least you're mirroring what you said in the Gusty Garden video. Now we know he was telling the truth, for those of you that doubted him.
You don't even have the speaker on, so you can hear chilling whenever you pick up Starbits.
Guess what? That also drains battery.
The speaker on the Wii remote is the most fucking pointless thing ever.
Yeah, but don't you want to hear crackly on audible sound effects?
Literally, the only interesting thing they ever did with it was in No More Heroes when you could hold your controller up like a phone and listen to Sylvier say stupid cryptic things before the boss fights.
Why is there an ice cream truck parked right outside my house?
Ice cream!
Ice cream!
Sorry guys, commentary break for ice cream.
Yes, we lit the torch, we can see that.
You opened the door that you just went through. What the hell?
Well, no, he jumped around it.
Yeah, you
can actually skip this entire part here by triple jumping.
Yeah, there's a lot of like little shortcuts you can take in this area just because things are so close together.
Do you think they intended for you to do that, or no?
No.
Sure they did. They're called Nintendo.
Well, a lot of times, they might not have intended a speedrunning trick to be available when they designed a level, but a lot of those speedrunning tricks they're still aware of. Like when in Cosmic Mario races, especially as Luigi, the Cosmic Mario will take shortcuts that you have to be fairly pro to actually pull off.
Yeah, like the Cosmic Luigi takes a lot of shortcuts, and on top of that, a lot of the time devs are fully aware of speedrunning tricks just because the game's been tested so many times by people that are really, really skilled gamers, and it just kind of, in some cases they'll be like, okay, yeah, we probably need to remove that because it lets you skip the entire level, but in other cases they'll be like, no, let's just leave it in for people that are clever enough to find it.
Or to
Yeah.
figure to do that, yeah.
I will say I kind of draw the line at Tails' Windy Valley, where you can just jump off the cliff at the start of the level and win within 3 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, Tails, let's go on the. What, Tails? What are you doing? No.
Tails, the
No,
race is that
you-
way. Hey.
That was good.
That's the one that I.
Another one I know they were pissed about is the obvious Space Jump early access in Prime 1. The developers were not happy when people found that.
Oh. Did they they patched that in like the PAL version, right?
Yeah.
PAL and Trilogy, I believe, yes.
Okay.
No
Well,
speed running for you.
Some speed running tricks just look like bad design. Others look like clever gameplay.
That was a criticism with other M that really pissed me off, where people were complaining about the lack of sequence breaking in that game. And to me, it's just like, you do know that like half of the sequence breaks that you can do in Super Metroid weren't intentional, right? Like, they never expect you to go through the entire game without getting the gravity suit or all of that, so... You know, it's just like, designing the game so you have to play it in a certain order isn't them being restrictive, it's them making a game the normal way.
When designing a game.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, complaining about the linearity is fine. Complaining about the lack of sequence breaking is just being petty.
Exactly.
I will admit that I like exploration in certain types of games, though, but there's people that act like linearity is a bad thing in all types of games, and it's just like, every now and again, I just don't...
Linearity is fine as long as it's interesting, you know? It's,
Last
yeah.
of Us.
Every now and again, every now and again, I just kind of want to lay back and not really have to think about, like, going out of my way all that much, you know, or having anything like that unexpected. Like, if I'm just tired.
Like, you want to go from point A to point B. Nothing.
Yeah.
To get
Linearity and non-linearity both have their ups and downs, and, you know, sometimes non-linearity is awesome. Other times, maybe not so much. I'm looking at Jack 2 right now.
I only have a problem with linearity when the game is usually known for the opposite.
Yeah.
You know, that's my only
Yeah.
problem. Like, well, that's when it's a problem for me. And I won't say like the likes of Metroid are like the most non-linear thing. Like, Metroid's not Skyrim or like, you know, Elder Scrolls for that matter.
Yeah.
But you know, it irks me just for a little bit.
Talking of other series is like, you know, there are also different degrees of linearity. Like, yeah, people point out when you complain about Final Fantasy 13, yeah, Final Fantasy is mostly a linear RPG, but not that linear.
It's not linear to the point where there's literally a hallway and you cannot go anywhere but off of that hallway.
Yeah, I will agree for 13. 10 did that too to an extent, but 13 just makes it so apparent.
Yeah, to the point where you don't even get access to, like, the overworld for a long time.
You don't get that. That's not even really an overworld. It's just one really, really, really long, empty, big, wide hallway because you don't really even have to do most of the side quests in that area.
Well, well, we're getting way off the topic now, but that was it was sort of a wide open overworld area. The problem was, it was just an overworld you pass through on the way to the next chapter.
Guys, are we going to talk about the really awesome, like, hot and cold collide mission that we're doing right here? Because we were talking about how much we like it.
But what do you think? What do you think about it?
Hypothermia water!
Okay then, Ted, what about you?
I get happy about hypothermia. I'm a wonderful person.
Did you ever seen Daybreak? Or was that Daylight?
I've seen Daylight, although I don't see it as much because I hide in my room.
Is Sylvester Stallone in there?
You know, one of the things... I was in Boy Scouts a while ago, like, when I was really young. One of the
Last
things
year.
they tried to get us to do was, like, swimming way early in the morning. I'm like, why? Why would I ever want to do this? Why are you making me do this?
Wake
No,
up.
go away.
I like swimming, but early, no, it's an afternoon thing for me.
It was a summer camp thing, and I just didn't see the point at all.
I've never actually been to summer camp. What's it like?
It depends on what summer camp you go to.
Oh.
Sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's macaroni paintings.
Did you guys ever go to one of those like all summer long summer camps, or was it more of those week long sort of things? Because
It was a week long.
I've been
Week-long
to
things.
week long. I've been to 3 week-long ones, and yeah, it's not very fun at all.
I've been to one much longer one, and that wasn't fun either, just because you get sick of it.
Yeah. I guess I could kind of see that. It's just that I don't know much about it.
You're not missing anything really.
You don't like anybody that you're
You
with.
just have to wait for your parents to get you the fuck out of the house.
Point taken.
Okay, are we getting to the best part of the level yet? Yes, we are.
Yes, we
The level that
are.
we've already seen with the Cosmic Mario race, though.
Yep.
Well, no, it's totally different. These are red instead of blue platforms. Totally different.
I like the use of the ice flower here, though.
I will say that it's cool that Mario's cool enough to.
It's cool
walk
that
on
he's
lava.
cool enough.
He's freezing lava. This is one badass power-up.
The guys in what's the name of that movie?
I think this segment's actually longer than the Cosmic Mario one, though. Like, I think the Cosmic Mario one ends, like, right about here.
You
So
can
it
also
does go on
complete
a
this
little
at your
longer.
leisure, well, for the most part. Then you get.
Speak
then
up!
you get freaked
Oh, that was good. Oh, that was so good.
Do it
You
again!
completed at your leisure, falls to his death.
You can leisurely get all of your molecules ripped apart by the black hole. It's a relaxing disintegration.
That was good.
It's like, you know, if you're skilled at the skating thing, you can rip through this really fast. No, the Cosmic Mario race ended right here. So,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it did. Never mind. There we go.
And Stargate.
Well, it's a good thing you float the moment you get the star, otherwise Mario will be fucked.
Oh, you're doing the mountain. Oh, I usually go after this one first because
because it's a secret star and you can get it in the very first mission. If you know it's there, you're going to go for it first. It's a psychological thing.
I think I actually I found this first on my first playthrough too, but that was mostly just by accident because this
Oh,
is.
so did I, because I'm the exploratory kleptomaniac. I did not know you could do this, though.
I hear the Knuckles Chaotix walking theme going right here.
And that's why the ice climbers hasn't been seen in over 30 years.
Papa and Anna are just sort of sitting at the bottom of the mountain, need work, will climb mountains for food.
Ice keys.
I thought they were the bats.
Keys.
You know, every time I hear that name, I can't imagine but anything else but flying keys.
Can't you bullshit your way up? Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah, you can bullshit your way through this entire thing. It's really easy with Luigi.
Yeah, which I wish I knew beforehand because this is one of the most obnoxious parts of the level.
Jeez, that was fancy. You really don't
So
want
how
to play
did
this.
you figure that out by watching speedruns or
Watching speedruns, yeah.
I don't need you, a fire flower.
I promised myself I'd break the habit.
This is a level people actually do for 60-star completion speedruns.
Yeah, but only because you can completely ignore the level itself with well-timed wall jumps and spin jumps.
Yeah.
I studied a lot of speedrunning tactics when I was getting ready for the end time race.
And you still
and how good did that
lost.
do you?
Well, I lost by 4 stars.
Still lost.
He sat and waited for you when you went into the library.
Yeah, I know. He was a really good man for doing that, but also very naive. And then I played Zelda 2 for that man.
Which I had to watch you do 3 times.
Hey, that was your choice. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, from parts 13 and above, we will actually be going back in time. I guess that's the correct phrase.
Yeah.
We'll be going back to our Skype calling sessions because we're doing this method because parts 1 through 12 initially fucked up on us. So from parts 13 and above, we're going back to the old method, and if we reference anything that we already referenced in parts 1 through 12, sorry.
We lied.